The number 29 on page 379 looks like this. We have this triangle made up of points A, B, and C. We're trying to find the orthocenter, which is the point where all the altitudes intersect. So the point of concurrency of the altitudes. So if you have this triangle and you try to draw the altitudes, which altitudes are the lines that are drawn from the vertices of the triangle that are perpendicular to the other side. So the point of concurrency is where all three of those intersect. So basically what you do is you find the slope of one side and then take the negative reciprocal of it, because to find this line, it's going to have the negative reciprocal slope of this because they're perpendicular to one another. So if you find the slope of this line and use its negative reciprocal and that point, you can find the equation of that line. And then you do one more. So like maybe you would find the equation, the slope of this line, and use the negative reciprocal slope, and then use that point. That will give you the equation of this line, and then find out where those two intersect. If you follow that kind of a procedure, what you end up doing is coming up with two simultaneous equations. So you're going to have the equation of that line and the equation of that line, and you're going to find out where those hit. So in this particular problem, it ends up that y is like 4.1 and x ends up being 0.3 repeating. So it's not 3, it's 0.3 repeating. So I wrote this down wrong when I wrote it in the book. I didn't have the decimal there, so I think I told some people that the answer was 3.4, but it's actually 0.3 repeating and then about 4. It's actually like 4.1, so it doesn't work out perfectly. And man, this is a pretty tough little problem. There's a lot of math. Look at all that. There's a lot of math going on here to find all the slopes and to find the equations. So probably not going to try to explain all that all over the board, because I think I would just spread confusion. But maybe the next time we get together in person, we can talk about this one if you want to. It's a bear. I definitely think it's worth trying, and then see if you can come up with that answer. And I'll take a picture of this and send it to you. So maybe you can, if you're bored to death Friday night, maybe you can kind of try to look at that and see what in the world I did, okay? So I'm gonna take a picture of that too, or maybe I'll just stare the camera at it. You could pause the video, that would serve as a picture, and try to follow all that. So here I was finding the slope of AB. I took the negative reciprocal of it. I used point slope form, ended up with that equation. Found the slope of CA, used the negative reciprocal, put it in point slope form, got that. Basically, I put these two down, rearranged them so that they didn't have fractions in them, and then solved two equations, two unknowns. Found out that y was 4.1, plugged that back into one of the equations, which was this one, and found out that x is 0.3 repeating. That's it in a nutshell, but I realize that's saying a lot. See you later. Do well.